Everybody working on the Rebel today. It is cold out. So this is going to be part whatever. I don't even know what part we're on now. So we got our O-ring kit in for the rebuild, and all we need is just this one O-ring so far. There's still a chance that it might need to come all back apart and get rebuilt, but we're hoping not because it doesn't look too bad. So replacing this O-ring first thing this morning, and then we're going to get the carburetor back on the bike and see how she runs. Alright, the carburetor is on. I'm going to try and work on the seat now. I'm not going to start it up just yet because I need to get the gas tank on, but I want to try and retrofit the seat so that way I know that it will mount before I put the tank on, because once I put the tank on, it's not coming back off. So, alright, so we got the seat temporarily mounted, the tank's mounted, except for the gas line is not hooked up yet. So it's just mounting the factory installation point here, but there is some play back here still because it's not fastened down. So I think I'm going to try and figure out a way to fasten this part down. What I'll probably do is just figure out something to go around here and maybe fasten, I don't know. Yes, that is an alligator seat. No, that is not real alligator. It is vegan friendly. It is man-made leather. And it is pretty badass. So, no animals were harmed in the making of this seat, but it is pretty snazzy. I'm gonna hook up the battery and hook up the gas line, see if we can crank this thing back up and see how it's running. So I adjusted the idle way down. Now it's starting to warm up and it seems like it's running a lot better. It's not dying as soon as I hit that throttle. That's what I figured. A lot better. So I think it just needs to warm up really good. I mean, some old bike, carburetor, all that stuff. But she's running pretty good. I like it. So I think that's going to be a wrap for today. So what we got done today was got the seat mounted. Made this leather fastener strap for the seat so it's not bouncing around. Carburetor's on there. It's running good. Once it warmed up, I was able to adjust the idle down, and it seems like it's running fine. We still got to do blinkers and tail lights. Blinkers, I think I'm going to mount on here. We're just going to kind of change them up a little bit. And then the rear blinkers and tail lights we're going to run on here because they're just the single blinker that are red, so it'll run as a tail light too. And then we still got to get our license plate holder on, which we'll do after we're done with tires, just because we're going to have to pull that wheel off anyways. And then one other thing that I found is the exhaust. We are missing a stud here. I don't know if it's stripped or if it's just missing. So we're going to have to find a stud for it and then fasten that up. And that might actually fix some of the issue with it running a little rough. Hopefully, we shall see. Aside from that, I think we're getting there. Does need to get washed and cleaned, and we need to do a chain service on it to make sure that the chain's all cleaned up and good to go. But brakes work fine, runs great, ride it around a little bit, and I think we're almost there. Look who we got on this chopping block today. So today's plan for the Rebel, we're going to be cutting the exhaust pipes. I think we're going to cut the whole muffler portion off. After we're done with that, we're going to grind down. You can see I put on the tail lights here. We're going to grind this down because the tail lights are barely mounted on. So we're going to grind that down a little bit, probably flush with the frame here. And once that is ground down, we'll refasten up these lights. I know they're not even right now. They were just a test fit on there, but check out them lights. So those are going to be integrated blinkers as well. So we're also going to grind these down. These are windshield mounts, and we're going to mount the front blinkers onto these. I got a little excited with the wrench and we went ahead and did the front fender delete. That looks pretty dang cool. It looks way cooler. It looks a heck of a lot cooler. Makes the bike look kind of small though. But I know that eventually Rob wants to do bigger tires. Bobbard. Huh. Alright, pipes are cut. Alright, thread engagement on those rear lights are a lot better. Just ground those down a little bit. So I'm happy with those for now. So. Alright, so these are ground down. I know they look absolutely ugly, but I'm going to probably pull these parts off and I'm going to do a quick touch up of paint. Now I'm going to crank it up. We're going to see what these pipes sound like. So the idle sounds like. Definitely got some chop to it. did a quick mount up on the blinkers. Not a fan where they're sitting right now. I moreover set them up so that was easier to mess around with wiring them. Having an issue wiring them, so I'm gonna look up some schematics and stuff probably later today. But all I can get is for one blinker to come on, but it's just a steady light. It's not blinking. I know these are LEDs. It's an old bike, so I don't know if I'm missing something or what the case may be. So I'm gonna dig into that probably more tomorrow or later this week, and I'm just gonna keep plucking away at it to get the rear ones mounted as well. They're doing the exact same thing. So the right blinker is getting light, the left blinker is getting nothing, and I still have to figure out which ones are the brakes and how I'm gonna wire those up. So still got a little bit more to do, but we are definitely getting there. Made a lot of progress today, a lot of good progress. So wiring and tires, and then a wash, and we are done. Dunzo. And it's off to Rob, and he gets to do whatever he wants.